Welcome back to Tennis Manager 24, episode number 53. It's so good to see that one of the athletes besides Martina King is making progress, and definitely at a higher rate than previously, and gaining points, and not only gaining them, but getting, into the green. We've got a handful of green attributes now, and a lot of others that are pretty close behind. I'd say on average, we're probably talking about a 12 for Alexa Noel. Nava has a really good serve, but otherwise we're probably talking about a 11.5 or 12 on balance, while Cross a little bit further behind, probably an 11. I've never bothered to try to calculate what it would be for Martina King, especially with the spread, right? The others, their numbers are so neutralized. They're all within a range of maybe 2 points, 3 points. So finding the median's not hard. But here, it's much harder. I'd say the physical and mental, we're probably talking about an 18 average. As the natural fitness is the only thing that's even more than 2 points away from an 18. But the technical, 11 is about the average, almost 12, but that 9 and a couple 10s is, I think, pulling away from those couple 13s. So, yeah, probably an 11, upper 11, and then an 18. Well, the 11s is maybe half of the attributes. So, on balance, we're probably talking about maybe a 15, right? A high 11 and a firm 18. Certainly looking a lot better than Cross Noel and Nava is kind of the point I'm trying to get to on this one. So we've reached the end of clay season. The French Open just now behind us. King drops a spot to 13th, but does manage to secure $1 million in the Academy share. That's a good, healthy boost to the balance. Just 4 tournaments through that stretch, and still a 75% win rate, identical to the previous period. Cross back above 50%, 6 from 11, 77,000, and moved up 1 spot, so pretty much locked in. Noel up a little bit, up 5 spots, just 1 point below the previous period in fewer tournaments. Similar win rate, though. Nava staying fairly neutral. Again, fewer tournaments, shorter period, but is topping 100K and is topping and nearly topping 60% overall for the team. It's quite clear that the improved staff, slowly but surely, is helping pull better results from the team. Really doesn't seem to matter how well we do, though. They're getting better. We perform better. This is still already the second time this season that one of the other athletes has come in whining that they want to terminate their contracts, making their morale plummet and having to start all over again on trying to find improvement. None of them are failing all of their objectives, by the way. Noel, for the second week in a row, finding improvement, this time in volley, and that is during the week in which there was a tournament played. Well, hello, King. Great week. Triple sessions for drop shot because I wanted to get that last one to double digits, and there you go, we did it. Everything is a 10 plus. We finally hit that milestone. But at the same time, without the extra focus at all, timing and return both increasing as well. Love to see it. Form supposed to be great. Not so much. Quite a few penalties in there anyway. But there it is. All 10s, so we can now change our focus. Do I want to bring up the natural fitness? No. I think it was return. I wanted to bring return up, and it already has. Maybe I want to hit on a couple easy points like the backhand consistency and the serve consistency and volley. I used to try to do that, and I haven't at all in this playthrough. I haven't tried to snag the easy points whatsoever, but I'm tempted to at the moment to get those few easy points and just get that little bit further with King in the short term. So we're in Berlin, 500, and we are the 6th seed for this one, in advance of Wimbledon. We'll be there very soon. Tough first round match, though. Bartkova, not even sure how she didn't manage to get seeded. I mean, if we're the 6th seed at 13, her at 24, 23 even, probably should have gotten seeded for this one. Balanced, should come out ahead. Takes 3 sets. 2 sets going to tiebreakers, splitting those two, and then absolutely dominating the decisive 3rd set. But even then, that only pulled us to 53% ahead, plus 18 on winners. I'm wondering how much of this all came down to that last set, and I'm wondering how much of the first 2 sets came down to the unforced errors. Just like that, it's round of 16, so not a big tournament, not a lot of players here. Most all are ranked pretty high, but that's a really tough first couple of rounds with 2 players in the top 32. Klugman, first time we've gone head-to-head, balanced, but should win. And we do, but it is close. 6-3, 6-4. Big advantage on the winners. The unforced errors looking much better this time, though it still ends up being a -5. Forced errors was a -3, but we were 10 points ahead. So any hope of it getting easier has, well, petered out. It's the quarterfinals, and we're up against the 4 seed, Vondrousova, 9th overall, and Mboka or Rybakina await us in the semis if we somehow get past Vondrousova. So, yeah, tough draw all tournament long, but it's a 500 level tournament. There's a lot of good players here, period. 1 and 2 against Vondrousova all time. She's got an incredible return, and with our poor serving, I would imagine that that's going to lead to not very many easy points. It's going to be difficult to beat her, which I think makes a lot of sense on why we're 1 and 2 all time. It is balanced, even though we're considered an outsider, and the balance is just enough. We squeeze out the victory, and actually it wasn't even squeezed out. I mean, it's plus 15 on the points. That's plus 10%. Total winners matched evenly, just -1. On forced errors, the lender advantage at +4, but the forced errors +11. So despite her solid return, we still managed to force her into a lot of errors. Short rallies, heavily in our favor. Heavily. Everything else was really close. Long rallies was just a point apart. Medium rallies was just 4 points apart, but we were +13 in short rallies. And therefore we have made the semifinals for this one. We're in good position here, right? There's going to be a good payout. A lot of money coming in. We're already picking up 195 World Tour points. Fruhvirtova has been beaten by Paula Badosa. 19th and not even seeded. Only 8 players got seeded. And those last 2 behind me were just a few spots down in the rankings. But number 5 ranked Rybakina, clearly very strong. Not good net play, but a serve, return, forehand, and backhand that are to die for. And we are 0-3 all time. All of that's happened in the last year plus. We've only pushed her to 3 sets once. Probably going down here. 6-7, 3-6. Going down as we should. But making the semifinals, good place to be. Kept it close. Identical on winners. Unforced errors was not bad at all. No worse than I thought. I was looking at the forehand. -5 though. Still not that bad. Forced errors was -4. Yeah, close loss. I'll take that. It's a good performance. Deep run. Semis. Yeah. 20K payout for that 500 level tournament, and we're ready to head into Wimbledon. All right, into Wimbledon, and first qualifying round, 2 of 3 have already lost. Cross, 10K. Noel, 5K. Nava into the second qualifying round, and looking to see the results on this one. Didn't get an indicator, but he did make it out of the second qualifying round and the third. He has made the tournament proper. This is going to help him with his ranking just a bit. Wimbledon now underway. First round action already taking place. Kostenseva, the first one to be upset among the seeded. Navarro is also out in the first round, so we're looking at least a couple seeded players to get knocked out. And we will be going head-to-head with somebody. Kasatkina, 33rd. really tough draw because there's, 32 seeded spots. The next one, literally the hardest draw possible, has occurred for us. And that's not the first time that has happened at a slam. Last year we had that happen. So, there's only 4 slams a year. That's crazy. Crazy unlucky. Second round looking a billion times easier for us. And Kruger, the seeded one that we were supposed to be going up first, potentially. Not until the round of 32, but this is almost tougher. Certainly with the ask of the pressure of it being first round. By third round, you get knocked out. It's like, that's disappointing, but, it's not awful. A first round exit would be catastrophic. So a lot more pressure. And with a similar ranking. Kasatkina, though, perfect 3-0. 2 sets last time this year. 6-1, 6-love. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Balanced, should advance. She's a really poor server, which obviously with our decent return, it makes it easier to get into our gameplay, meaning it's easier to steal games. It's easier to break her under the circumstances, you would think. We're going to simulate the first round. 3 sets, but we do move on. We come out strong, but then lose in a tiebreaker on that second one and have to go to that third one, and we kept it close there as well. Barely coming out ahead. 10 points is all. Had to play over 200 to make this thing happen. 63 winners, though, plus 23. Unforced errors, uncharacteristically absurdly high. I mean, we almost doubled. One unforced error away from doubling hers. Forced errors, though, did have us ahead, along with that huge winner's advantage. Terrible performance, but we squeezed it out. Told you that pressure was on. Nearly caved to it. Nava also getting out of the first round. Oh, fantastic performance. 5 sets. Ugh. Could only imagine playing 5 sets. That would just break me in half. I coach a lot of sports, and basketball season just started. Girls basketball season, the boys basketball season will be in January. But holy crap, like just the little bit of running that I do there, getting involved in the drills is, I'm a little out of shape. I used to play soccer. It's been 2 years since I retired from soccer after my 6th concussion and 2nd muscle tear. I had enough and was like, nope, sorry, I have to stop. It was indoor amateur, but high level amateur, and yeah, I miss it, and I'm now pretty out of shape. Walking a few times a week is just not keeping me in shape enough. It helps, but it's not enough. Loving this second round matchup, though. Every opportunity to move on. I think we'll get our next check-in on how everything's doing in the next round. Assuming we're going to be there, right? First time we've played each other, but comfortable 6-1, 6-4. Plus 10 on winners, plus 19 on points. Yeah, we're good. Nava out in the round of 64, but that's still a fantastic performance from him to come all the way through the qualifiers, take 4 wins before taking that loss, and earning us a whopping 51,000. That is by far the best that Nava has done for us, and that's got to look good on his expectations for the year. This is not counting any new rankings, right? It hasn't happened yet. Right now he's 121st, wants to be 100th at the end of the year, but he is in the top 20 for the U.S. Wanted to make a quarterfinal of a major tournament, qualify for a Grand Slam. He didn't even need to make the second round. He just needed to qualify. I hate, though, how third qualifying round isn't given at least a partial satisfaction. Like, damn, you came close. Good on you. But, oh darn, you didn't make it, right? There should be at least a partial, at least a quarter evaluation for that. Half evaluation, maybe. Anyway, it'll be full now. Nava, by the way, is half on the satisfaction. She wants a round of 32 for a Grand Slam, though. That is clearly, I don't remember at this point. It's been half a year and weeks since I recorded it, but she must have said no to whatever we proposed and then just said, nope, this is what I'm aiming for. She's also one who just got pissed because player satisfaction. Yet, look, player satisfaction should be moderately happy, right? Maybe not thrilled right now, but she's all pissed off that she's not achieving goals when she is achieving goals. She's won a title. Oh no, she's made a final. She wanted one title. Maybe need to throw in some more Pro 70s and that might just happen. One spot off the rankings and look, pretty satisfied. You're this close. Second qualifying round, when you want a round of 32, I get that that's not going to keep you satisfied, but 113th when you want the top 100, decently satisfied. Anyway, Cross, less happy, well short of where she wants to be. Again, wants to qualify, second qualifying round, like maybe even that one's just a threat of hey, you got your first win, you've been in the qualifiers, you've had a chance, you just haven't met expectations, or your personal expectations or the team expectations, whatever. Semifinal, same tournament. Cool on those two. Did they play each other? I wonder. It's possible. Fifth, top 5. That's helping. King's not 100%, by the way. Second in the U.S. now, top 3. We're up to 10th in the rankings. Semi, we made a semi. And that was the 500, not even the 250. Grand Slam quarterfinal, we've made round of 16 in the French Open. Be nice to get that here, but I'm pretty content with that, almost. Win a title for the next gen. Ranked number 1, qualified provisional. Okay, that's going to be a tough one, but qualified gets you halfway there. Top 20, 10th, very happy. Round of 32. Oh, I was going to check in. So here we go. Sphere Tech moving on to the 16. No seeded player here. Sabalenka moving on. No seeded player here. Fortova moving on. Gracheva has moved on with the upset. Korgoff moves on. So still got some of the big time players, but a lot of the moderate seedings are out. Again, another one out. Osaka has gone through, though. She has not made a deep run in a tournament in a long time, so that's good for her. I mean, I'm ahead of her in the rankings. It's crazy. Kostyuk, no seeded player there. Literally the only round of 32 matchup between 2 seeded players is ours. There hasn't been one. Not one. There's a second. Just 2. Out of 16 matchups, just 2 of 16 face 2 seeded players. And we're in one of those 2 matchups. I've had some rough draws or just rough luck. Obviously, this isn't the draw. Kruger. The draw didn't put us here. Kruger had to win 2 matches. We had to win 2 matches for it to happen. But, man, oh man. Just crap luck. But, hey, we're in the round of 32. Doing fine. 130 points. Guaranteed. 250K. Guaranteed. For her, anyway. We'll get a share of that. Love to see us get in a bit further. One 1-0 all-time against Kruger. French Open. A year ago, so it's been just over a year since we played. It was a 3-set banger that we won. Serve is good. Return is pretty good. I think we can beat her. It's a mid-round. We're not going to be able to take this slowly. We're going to speed things up immediately, but not go crazy fast here. Let's at least see how the first couple of games go and set that tone. Love 40 with service. And then missing really long multiple times. I mean, we hit way out there and way over here. So 2 big self-inflicted errors finds us down 2 games already. And then we nail the line back there and already have it not called. through just 13 points. We've only won 3 of them. Yeah, we are... And 2 of those came from winners. We've already had 4 unforced errors in 13 points played. Holy crap. That was a bad call, though. It was directly dead center on the line. So we've already been screwed over by the umpire, and we've been shooting ourselves in the foot, which has been much more important. Still, in this third game, we trail 30-40. Get that point, though. Deuce. Very important game if we're going to have any chance in this first set. Advantage. Battling back. Finally waking up. Poor first serve, though. Leads to a soft second serve, which means we're not on the front foot, but we're attacking. We are attacking this point, which is good. And then missing one. Very much unforced. 5th unforced error already. It's only the 3rd game, and now we're trailing as she attacks the net. She's only had, what was it, 1 unforced error? Nice winner, though. Very nice. Plenty of power and spot on directly on the line. Not very front-footed at the moment, but then out of nowhere we sneak through a good hard ball. Not even fully in the corner. Just, I don't think she was anticipating that we were going to do that, and we just whacked the crap out of it. Finally, an unforced error. Maybe forced. I don't think that was going to go down as forced, though. I think that was an unforced one. That was close. But pulled back a game. Let's now speed it up for this first set. Definitely on the back foot, though. Still trailing 3 games, 1. 3-2. Chance to break her. No, we fail. And then she's going to break us. No, we battled back. 3-4. So 2 very close calls there, but we trail 5-3 after another close one. And again, we are terrible in service here against Ruger.
Second set.
Is this going to be an early exit? She wins the first game with serve. We level it. We were in position to break. We haven't broke her once, by the way. It's 2-all. Trailing 2-3. Starting to look a little bit better, though, in how we play. I have not given in to training up a second tactic yet. Making little adjustments is a different matter, but at 4-4... Again, we had a chance to maybe break, but she scored the last 1 to 2 points on this one. Oh, should have been able to reach that one. Didn't need to draw so deep. I think we could have pulled that off the bounce more, as opposed to trying to kick it at the height of the ball. And instead, we're trailing 4 games 5, and actually already trailing love 15 on our next service game. Better that time, though. Comfortable winner. Another poor serve, not setting us up very well. Serve's been off, our accuracy's been off. A lot of mistakes. Statistically, how's it looking now that we're deep into the second set and trailing just 46% of the points, but only 9 points behind. A lot better than it was. I mean, we kind of started there. Plus 10 on the winners. We're definitely stronger, but she's had a few serve winners. Unforced errors, minus 15.
40-30.
It's not tactics. This is all in her head. She's troubled. Take it easy. Relaxation up. 40-30. Deuce. There we go. Did it do anything? No, it's still showing troubled.
Advantage.
So she's just freaking out inside, and it's resulting in a collapse. That's another one, right? If you draw to this point, if you're bringing your feet to here, you're picking that ball up off the bounce. Not the easiest thing to play, but for a professional, you should be able to handle it. Trying to pick that ball up way back here from across court, much harder to do. It's, you know, it's a full extra step plus. She could reach those. She's not. She's choosing to try to pick it up deep, and she's just not making it. So mistakes galore. And we're a couple points away from a match point. In fact, she's carried a match point already at some point. Nice serve there. Advantage. Come on. Ugh, gosh. poorly hit, like right on the back of the line, but down the middle. That's very much not the game plan. It's not what we're trying to do. Let's go. We're on the back foot on this point. Oh. But we've picked it up. We picked it up on that previous hit. Carried the advantage and got the winner. And draw level at 5 games. A break here is exactly what we need to have some momentum and set ourselves up for a chance at this thing. Tack the net, miss the point, miss quite wild as well. I was caught in between the two words, wanted to say them both, ended up having to spit it out after the fact.
Out 30-0.
Are you sure that was out? 3D analysis. That's it right there. Set 2, 5-5. It's on the line. That is touching the line. I mean, it's zoomed out a bit. That caught the line. It's not perfectly down the middle like the one we had in the first game or two of the first set, but it was absolutely in, and we would have already won that game. We would have already won the game. It's deuce now. I'm going to be pretty ticked off. I'm not going to be pretty ticked off. It's not down to the ref. It's up to us to make it happen. And we've played so poorly.
Deuce.
Back to deuce. But we should have already won this game. That's on the line too! Twice in this very game! You know, the marker here though, marker here is showing it wider than it looks from there. I mean, that's 100% on the line. The one they're marking more towards the edge. Video review. But we trail 5 games 6. We should be up 6 games 5. And serving, it's 30 love. Gonna take a tiebreaker. Just one more point away from pushing it to the tiebreaker, but really disappointing because we're 1 point away from having the set.
15. Fault. Second set.
Don't mind that one. That one was a little wide. That one definitely went long. Still needing that point to set up the tiebreaker. There we go. There we go. Okay. So we've made it to the tiebreaker. Our tournament hangs in the balance. Again, only two matchups in this round of 32 have involved 2 seeded players. Just twice. So a lot of upsets out there, which means the path forward, at least to the late rounds, is pretty dang doable. And yet here we are, choking.
Second service.
2-1. Not sure where we're at in the serve pattern, but with that error there, okay, this is her second. But we're up 3-1. So we've pulled ahead. She's attacked. We don't even move. Now 3-2, but at least we split that serve. Need to take both of these. Need to take both. I mean, obviously we need to split. And now on the obviously we need to split. We're very much in that position now. She goes out, and we do split. 4-3. Good, strong first serve. Made it hard to get back into position quickly after the initial return. And it's 4-all. And with the error, we're in trouble now. We've gone from ahead to behind. We've got to win both points with this serve, and we claim the first. Oh, yeah. Come on, come on. Yes! 6-5. All right. Up a point. It is set point. I was out. We get the point. We're still in there. 1 set all. And we've had chances to break her here. And do. Back and forth. We break each other each, and then she breaks me again. And we still can't talk. And then I break her again. This is crazy. Still can't talk. 4-3. We win serve. Another chance to break, and she goes long. And it's 5 games 3. Wild and crazy. This is the game for the match.
15 love.
And finally, she gets a tough call. We finally get one in our favor.
30 low.
And that one, I figured the way that it's getting called today, everything on the line's been out from our perspective. That one was called in, and it's 40 love. It's match point. It's match point.
Game and 6 and games to 3.
Whew. Sigh of relief. Cross picks up a point in speed and balance through training for the week, and Noelle gains another point. Third week in a row that she's gained an attribute point, this time in speed. The new staff really helping us out. Whoa, Nava getting an invite to a 500? Hell yeah. Please don't be on a... I think 30 is good. Yeah, King's going to be at that tournament, so yeah, we're good. So round of 16 might have been missing a lot of seeded players, but the quarterfinals is not. The favorites are pushing through. By that point, you should have your top 8. 1-7, we got 3-6, 14, and 4 is the expected. 13 would give us a fair chance at going forward. You've got potentially 20 and 2 for the other quarters. It's definitely not going to be easy from this point on. We've already survived a big scare, and I have a feeling we're going to be in pretty big trouble with Andriva this time. But 1-1 all-time head-to-head, and Andriva is obviously solid, much better than our web, but a lot weaker than what we've seen. So nowhere near number 4 in the world. Yet it says tough match, so apparently that is better than it appears. Unmotivated last time, this time reassured and overall pumped. In fact, everything's positive, so we could expect to play much better today, but we do have a self-assured Andriva who is concerned on the motivation part, and that's what really killed us last time. Everything else is good. Well, that and we weren't relaxed. We were stressed and lacking motivation this time. We've got all of the above. Back and forth, a little bit of both, and Riva lets that one go, thinking it's going to be wide, and it hits the line. And it's the right call. It does hit the line. And we get our first winner. Hitting it straight at her. So you hit it over her head, but straight at her. She should win that point. Now 4-3, but then we don't even score a point. And here we are. We have, for the last 2 games, we have not even scored a single point. It's love 40. It's match point. We're about to make our exit in the round of 16, which at 10th in the rankings and or 13th, whatever, whichever version you're looking at, we're making it where we should be making it now, at least based on our ranking, which is not really where we're at quality-wise, right? We know that technically we punch above our weight, but nice point there. Nice battling back, too, from love 40. It's deuce. Whew, just hit the line on that serve. But did not hammer the advantage home. If you're going to attack the net, you got to freaking attack. We hit a soft ball in the middle of the freaking court. We lose 3-6, 3-6. But that's a healthy 50K, just like Nava, even though we made it a couple rounds further. That's that prize share for you, but that's 100K that we've just picked up from these 2 tournaments. We've already covered off the losses for the month. Decent run. Good showing for the team as well, with Nava, making it into the tournament in the second round. That certainly helped us out, though he's feeling a bit of discomfort now by this stage. All in all, I think that's going to really help his ranking quite a bit to have made it there. And King's up to 10th, and I think she should be able to hold on to that following that round of 16 exit. I mean, she's in the right place for it. All things are going well, but we still have a ways to go, right? We're inching our way along now. With King, it'd be really nice if we had extra time for training, but it's okay. It's okay. We're making it work. That's going to do it for this episode on Decathlon Gamer. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.